Hey, Shalom Makiam, Wa'akwath of the elect of the nation of Israel. Welcome back to another summer exhortation number 8, entitled Stick to the Milk. I'll read that one more time. Summer exhortation number 8, Stick to the Milk. And that's out of the book of Hebrews 5 and 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. So we give praises to our power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Raha Akwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered amongst the heathen in these last days. In these last days, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Again, summer exhortation. Number 8, stick to the milk. When you go into that word milk in 1 Peter 2 and 1, it says, wherefore, laying aside all malice, and all guile, and hypocrisies, and envies, and all evil speakings. Yeah, and this goes for all you brothers and sisters, especially you brothers who are teaching the word of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. You simply just have to teach the truth, man. Teach the basics, and that's it. Okay, matter of fact, David spoke about, King David spoke about not it says Psalms 131 and 1, a song of degrees of David. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters. Yeah, in great matters goes into, okay, trying to be too deep, man. You want to be too deep in this truth, which is the meat. You want to be at a level of an elder. And what ends up happening is that you miss the milk. Okay, you miss the basics of the scriptures, and eating too much meat. Okay, you're gonna end up choking with that meat. Okay, and therefore, your spirit is gonna turn what? Malice, into guile, into hypocrisy, into envies. Yeah, having that envious spirits towards the elders, man, because they've been laboring in the truth for 20, 25, 30 years, and all evil speakings. Yeah, you stop speaking bad about brothers. Okay, even if it's a joke, man, joking about brothers, man, that's not speaking the milk, man. Okay, that's how you know that you're not diligently seeking the basics. You want to be at the level of an elder. You see, so wherefore laying aside all malice, and all guile, and hypocrisies, and envies, and all evil speakings, as newborn babes, see that as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word. You see, the sincere milk of the word, not just the word, but the sincere. Okay, that word sincere is adolos, guileless, in things unmixed, unadulterated, pure, and persons without dishonest intent, guileless. Let's go into the book of Revelation 14 and 5. And in their mouth was found no guile. Yeah, meaning you're not going to speak false doctrine. Okay, you're going to stick to the milk, to the basics, and grow thereby. For they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. So the goal in these last days, man, is to, stick to the milk that, Peter spoke about. And also going back to Hebrews 5 and 12, for you brothers, okay, you need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Yeah, you want to go into very deep breakdowns and missing the missing the milk, okay, which is the basics of the scriptures. And not having that milk, man, it's gonna choke you and choke others. Choke younger brothers and sisters. When you go into that word milk, it says gala, a metaphor for the less difficult Christian truths. You see that? A metaphor for the less difficult Christian truth. 1 Corinthians 3 and 2. I have fed you with milk, okay, with the lesser truth, which is still the truth, but it's the foundation. And now with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are you able. You see that? So you brothers out there who are, trying to teach, the meat, trying to give younger brothers the the heaviest steak. You see that's very dangerous, man. You see, stick to the basics. Teach, okay, precept upon precept. This is the book of Isaiah 28 and 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here little and there little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. To whom he saith, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest. See that? And the weary, that's speaking about, okay, the hopeful elect, okay, the brothers and sisters who need that recovery via the milk. And this is the rest, the refreshing, yet they will not hear. Yeah, the refreshing is the milk, man. Okay, and you will have 2/3 here in the nation of Israel, and the multitude who are scattered abroad amongst the heathen, who are not part of the prophecy of Zechariah, the 12th and 13th chapter. Okay, they will not hear the milk nor the meat, but the elect will hear, and it's very important, okay, to feed them the milk. Again, going back to 1 Corinthians 3 and 2, let me get in the NOT. It says what? I had to feed you with milk and not with solid food because you weren't ready for anything stronger, and you still aren't ready. Yeah, a lot of you young brothers and sisters, you're not ready for the strong meat. Okay, because that strong meat it's gonna make you choke. You get a precept. This is Mark 4:19, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lusts of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. You see that? So, if you're learning the meat, the very deep things of the truth, man, it's gonna make you become unfruitful. Okay, you will be in that in that woe is me spirit because you don't have the milk. Okay, the basics of the scriptures. Psalms 131 and 1. Again, a song of degrees of David. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. You see, meaning higher knowledge. And that goes into different doctrines, different books. Books that don't make you grow thereby. Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study. Okay, eating too much meat is a weariness of the flesh. So this is King Solomon, which is the Yahushai, warning brothers and sisters, okay, to handle yourselves correctly when you're spiritually eating and digesting this truth, this knowledge, because it will be a weariness of the flesh. That's why, again, going back to Hebrews 5 and 12, for for the time you ought to be teachers. Yeah, and this goes to a lot of older brothers and sisters who've been in the truth for 10, 15 years. Okay, you're missing the very important aspect of this truth. Okay, ultimately it's about what? It's about Yahushai. Okay, glorifying Yahushai, his name. Okay, just simply teaching the word, studying, going into Yahushai's image. Okay, going into the prophecies, what the MOTB is. That's the basics. Knowing your nationality, knowing your legacy, and increasing your faith. Okay, watching the testimony of Yahushai. Matter of fact, an example of the basics or sticking to the milk is here in Proverbs 8 and 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. You see, all you got to do is just wait, man. Wait, watch. Okay, watch the prophecies and wait till Yahushai comes. For whoso findeth me findeth life and shall obtain favor with the Lord. You see, so if you want Yahweh Shem Yahushai to obtain favor, okay, and ultimately deliver you if you're of the hopeful elect, man, all you got to do is hear the words, okay, hear the milk, watch the prophecies, and wait, okay, until Yahushai comes back. And that goes into what? Matthew, the 24th chapter and 13th verse. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Yeah, and you will not get saved if the whole time that you were in this truth, you were just focusing on the meat, on the difficult. For examples of the meat would be going into the records, the genealogy, of what? Of various kings, going to genealogies of if you're an Israelite or not, trying to get DNA. Okay, trying to link up, numerologies, various numbers, out of the scriptures. Not exhorting, not edifying yourself, okay, and others. Trying to break down, the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, which there's something wrong, breaking down the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. Second Ezra, the was at the 12th chapter, going into the various feathers, of the Roman Empire. There's something wrong with that, but it takes time. Okay, it takes time to get at that level. But if you're in this truth, okay, you're in the basics. You've been in the truth for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you want to get to that level, man. That's that's a very a dangerous task. And again, okay, another example, of the of the meat. Okay, you start, you come into this truth. You've been here for 7 months, 12 months, 20 months, and because you weren't able to gather the correct information of Yahushai, your legacy, your heritage, that spirit of doubt starts creeping in on you, man. The doubt of my Israelite or not. Again, you end up getting a DNA test with Esau Edom. Esau Edom ends up giving you that test that says what? That you're 20%, African American, 40% Ethiopian, okay, 35% Asian. You see, so you get a various deceptions from Esau Edom, and therefore, okay, you become unfruitful. Why? Because you didn't have a foundation of the milk with the Yahushai, man. Let's get the book of Matthew 7 and 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, which is the milk, okay, the parables, the metaphors, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And then what? And the rain descended, and the floods came. Yeah, and that rain and those floods, that goes into first and foremost Esau Edom. Okay, Esau Edom. It tells you that in Isaiah, I think that's 56, 59. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. But that rain and that flood, that's also symbolic to a doctrine. And that could be a false doctrine, which will make you unstable, or it could be the truth as well. Okay, a stumbling block. You see, and what are examples of stumbling blocks? Job being an Israelite, Cornelius being an Israelite. Okay, the legacy of the prophets, prophecy. These are stumbling blocks, man. And the rain descended, and the floods came. Yeah, to further prove that the rain is symbolic to the doctrine. Okay, let's go into the book of Deuteronomy 32:2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. You see that? I'll read that one more time. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. So the doctrine of Yahweh Shemel Shai is symbolic, synonymous, or coexist with rain. So going back to Matthew 7:24 and 25, and the rain descended. Okay, the rain, which is a doctrine of Yahweh Shai, of Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, whether it's the correct doctrine or even a false doctrine on the left-hand side. And the floods came, and the winds blew. Yeah, and that wind symbolic to, destruction, and beat upon that house. What house? The house that was built upon a rock, which the foundation was also based upon the milk, the basics. And it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Yeah, and that rock is Yahweh Shai. Let's go to the book of Psalms 18:2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer. Okay, and that's what Yahweh Shai means. He delivers. My power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. And the only way for Yahweh Shemel Shai to be your rock, your fortress, your deliverer, your strength, your buckler, your horn of salvation, and your high tower is to what? Is to stick to the milk, man. Okay. This is the book of 1 Peter 2:2. Again, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. Yeah, grow your foundation, grow your building. If so be ye have tasted the Lord is gracious. Yeah, and this truth is gracious, man. And you're gonna have Israelites who understand the meat, okay, the deep breakdowns of the scriptures, man, that been the truth for 10, 15 years, and they're not gonna get saved, man. They're not gonna get delivered. Whereas you're gonna have, a brother and a sister, brothers and sisters who just know one scripture, okay, the most basic scripture, okay, which is the names of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and maybe they just know, two curses in Deuteronomy 28. Hey, man, the Lord will deliver them, and that's the balance of Yahweh Shemel Shai. If so, ye have tasted the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of man, but chosen of Yahweh, and precious. Yeah, and this milk, this truth, is very precious, like it tells you that in the book of Samuel. Okay, 2 Samuel, the 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, the 3rd chapter. 1 Samuel 3:1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, was precious in those days. There was no open vision. So this word which is Yahushai, it's very precious. And it all starts with what? With the milk. So again, 1 Peter 2:4, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of man, but chosen of Yahweh and precious. You see that? So this word is very precious, man. This milk, okay? The foundation of the scriptures. So again, summary exhortation number 8 for you brothers and sisters, stick to the milk. Okay, stick to the basics of the scriptures that will help you grow thereby. And with that, I pray this lesson was exhorting for you brothers and sisters. And with that, I want to say shalom.